Hey folks, the technical attack never stopped. I'm back in Toronto for about a week now since we been doing these vlogs together from Alberta. I've been home for about a week now and it's been nice back home in Toronto. But I don't know, for some reason we started going live just 2 minutes, 5 minutes ago, and reviewing the final product, it was not there. It was cut off for some reason. So we are wired now so that we can speak. I was talking about to you on that aborted vlog about how we went viral about 2 weeks ago, about 155,000 views in one of our short vlogs. And it goes to show that there is interest on our material, but why in the succeeding podcast or live cast after that, it feels like we are back to being suppressed again. So it goes to show that the machinery of the social media by default is, for certain voices, is suppression of our visibility. That is the default for certain voices like yours truly. And when they're not on their toes to censor us, that's when the natural state of our flow, our visibility, all of a sudden opens up. But what I did today was pre-record a bunch of podcasts, and the day before, 2 days ago, I did some reaction on the debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, particularly two points regarding gun rights, the right to defend yourself, which is a basic human right, and also when Kamala Harris was talking about how the government should have no right in determining what women do to their bodies. And with that, I kind of follow up, which will be available soon. It's all pre-recorded, but I will be posting it up. My contention about my rebuttal on Kamala Harris' contention on the government not having any authority to determine what women do to their bodies. I was following it up with women doesn't have any authority or right to determine or tell the unborn child to die, or determine for the child its its existence. So yes, the government has no right to tell women what to do with their bodies, but women do not have the right to tell the unborn child to die, and to they don't have the right to murder the children, the unborn children. For me, I go farther than what Trump and many of our conservative pundits and voices in the freedom community saying, we gotta make exception for rape and incest and all that. For me, you know what? It's not your right to kill the unborn child. That's no if and buts. No exception in my mind. There is no right for anybody to abort a child except for certain very rare cases where there's health, uh, and you know what, it's above my pay grade to even determine when the exception should be considered. Really, I do not even want to articulate when the exception should be considered, because right now what I want to say is, by default, nobody has the right to take the life of the unborn child, including the women who are carrying those unborn child in their bodies, because that's not their body. The life and the body of the unborn child is their own entity, their own person. They have human rights, they have personhood rights. The unborn child have personhood rights. And when women are saying that men should never weigh in or does not have any right to weigh in or say anything about abortion issues because it's not their bodies, hey, we men and fathers have the right to protect the unborn. We have the right to protect and to say what we have the right to say stop. If somebody or anybody is determined to take the life of the unborn, we have the right to step in and protect that unborn child. Men and women, both men and women, has the right. to say what the final, and men doesn't have the right to approve of the taking of the life of the unborn. That is my position. But anyways, today I walked for 5.5 kilometers, 5.3 kilometers one way, and I'm on my way back now. So that will be 10.6 kilometers in total. Part of the ketogenic diet and discipline and exercise and bringing the cortisol down. Part of the entire weight loss program that I subjected myself to, because I want to learn how to do it properly so that I can share it with all of our freedomizers, because health freedom is one of the important aspects of freedom. Mostly I was talking about in the pre-recorded podcast, outdoor podcast today. I was talking about financial freedom for our ordinary Joe Money IQ page, but you cannot separate health freedom from financial freedom, because a lot of people spend a lot of their lifelong savings and lifelong net worth on trying to solve chronic disease epidemic is rampant in our societies. This is not an accident. There is an actual agenda to make us all sick, and health freedom is very much tied to financial freedom in many ways, because if you're healthy you can think clearly and you can make more money for yourselves and for your family when you are healthy. So those are some of the pre-recorded podcasts that I did today for our channel, and I will see you. Please keep an eye out for it, and it's just a matter of me editing so that we can put all of our sponsors, acknowledgement of our sponsors and their brand placement into our podcast. It's our duty. That's why I rarely do this live. I do it pre-recorded so that we can edit it and put our acknowledgement for our sponsors who are helping us fund our podcast. And road rage is everywhere. Yesterday, I just saw witness an accident of a car running into a bicycle. That's another talk for another day. God bless you all. I love you. We'll see you in the podcast series coming up in the next coming days. I love you all. See you again next time. Bye bye.